Hello everyone, this is Ben with Swift English. So we're gonna speak about TOEFL listening attitude questions today. Okay, so with these question types, again, kind of like TOEFL detailed questions and other similar kinds, you want to, understand what the question's asking you for and use the keywords to find the right spot in your notes and then use that information, obviously, to answer the questions. But what is the difference between this question type in particular and something like, detail questions? Okay, well, in order to know if you're dealing with these, you want to look out for words such as attitude, opinion, or even something like think or feel in the questions. So they could be asking about the professor's attitude, opinion, feeling towards something, or even a student's attitude, opinion, or feeling towards something. So let's take a look at this. So that was step one. You want to identify, of course. What is the professor's attitude toward her involvement? Now, what are the keywords here? Involvement, student government, okay, there we go, and undergraduate. For those of you that are unfamiliar with this word, basically university students who are, enrolled in four-year programs. Okay, so we're gonna come to our notes. Now, this one was about a conversation style listening. So you could see I have S for student up here and P for professor right there. Now, I want to focus on the P column because in this T table, in this T chart, they're asking me about the professor's opinion or attitude towards something. Okay, so let's see. About student government, right? So here, the professor, she says, oh, congratulations. I was in student government as an undergrad too. It taught me a lot about the political process. This experience helped me solve my problem of what I want to do in life. And it cemented my interest of becoming a political scientist. Okay. So those are my notes. I'm able to understand it clearly. Now, just a tip, here you'll see this idiomatic word cemented. A lot of my fellow students, when they were practicing this particular practice test, they didn't write cemented, but most of them that were able to write interest or interested, this word here still helped them get the right answer. So when it comes to, these kinds of questions, make sure you're not missing those kinds of content words when you're taking notes, those nouns, those verbs, those adjectives, those adverbs, they'll help you out a lot. Okay, so let's take a look at this. She is grateful, okay, that's a positive word, that the experience help inspire her career choice. Yeah, that works. She's satisfied. She's happy that this experience of becoming a political scientist, right? Studying political science as an undergrad helped her, choose this career path. So yeah, she liked that experience and it helped her, decide to become a political scientist. So that makes sense. But always check B, C, and D just in case. So she regrets that her involvement took time away from her studies. Didn't mention anything about that. Go to the next one. She wishes that she had been more active than she was. That's not what she mentioned there, and that's not what she was conveying at all. She's glad. So glad is grateful, but you got to make sure the rest of it makes sense, of course. Now her involvement enabled her to help other students. Well, she didn't really expand on this in that section. So no, it's wrong. And for sure it's choice A, as we just mentioned. Okay, let's take a look at another one. This time, this one's from a lecture. What is the professor's opinion? So they didn't say attitude, they said opinion, but it's the same thing, guys, okay? It's just a synonym. Of the writing of Rebecca Harding Davis. Okay, so these are our keywords here, guys. So you want to zoom in on Rebecca Harding Davis and her book or her writing in the text. Let's find it. Okay, so that was the conversation. This is our lecture notes. So let's see. I'm going to come down here because I remembered in the audio, it was toward the end when they were really expanding on the writers. So here we could notice Rebecca Harding Davis and Mark Twain. And here in this first part of it, they're going to really elaborate on, RHD, Rebecca Harding Davis, and what she had to say. So what is the professor's opinion, about her work and stuff. So author and journalist concerned about all social changes, wrote about marginal groups, like women, Native Americans, immigrants. And when you understand this stuff, guys, just go through it faster when you're scanning for the skimming and scanning. Best known for the book novella, Life in the Iron Mills. That was the work, right? It was a key text, yep, referring to that, because it was one of the original realist works. The works were ignored for a very long time. Again, this is factual information, guys. So I haven't encountered an opinion or an attitude or a feeling or any thoughts yet. So sometimes just be patient, guys. You're not gonna see it like in the first 2 lines necessarily. But the critics and scholars began to revisit her work, right, obviously, and study them seriously for the historical aspects. Again, I didn't see any opinions here yet by the professor. But if I wrote this down, I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. Well, there you go. So these words like great, wonderful, terrible, awful, disgusting, they're gonna help you get the answer. Okay, and I didn't write I, but the fact that I know the professor mentioned this, I think it's great. That's more than enough. Okay, so now when you look at the choices, it is similar in quality to Mark Twain's writing. He didn't mention anything about Mark Twain there, at least. Choice B, it provides valuable insight about the time period. Okay, I guess this could work because we have the word valuable. That's kind of like saying something's great. It's important, right? Insights like knowledge, right? Understanding about the time period. Yeah, and they really did discuss information related to that period about how some marginalized groups were going through realism. Now, choice C, it was not successful. Well, this is a negative kind of opinion. So already it's a red flag. I know it's going to be wrong. In bringing about the changes it advocated. So no, that's kind of like the opposite too. Davis' style was not as realistic as Twain's. She never mentioned that at all. That's incorrect. So yeah, choice B or option B here would be the correct answer option. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.